Thank you. I can, yeah, I trust my intuition. I just want which is all before you get there, you know, space. There are two active passages. One is visual and one is here. So the light bulb is receiving on the end. There's also a live stream that is happening to the right of my right of the room. So the be careful as you move up and down, and then the intelligent intuition, the right hand position is down. Without further ado, here's Wonderful. Enjoy the show. My mother wove her fingers into my scalp. I often wonder if through this weaving, my scalp became a blanket of her memories. For what other ways do the minds of black women take on the ones that come before? So literally, I mean, this touch. So tender, I mean. She pasted grease into my scalp as if her tongue licked my brain in patois. Speech carried from the waves of Caribou's coast and come to me in Brooklyn. And when I rested my head between her legs, I remembered my birth. Baby oil aromas on my chest. She rubbed me with Vicks when I was sick, scent of camphor sleeping next to me as she rested beside, breathing in and out, and in and out. And when I rested my head between her legs, I couldn't know that these legs would walk away. I remember. I learned to leave my old memories, this scalp of mine. I learned with amateur hands. My mother, hers had found a resting place in her lap. For what other ways do black girls become women? On any given weekday, find me at the corner of church, praying upon Remsen's arrival. I stand in the gap, two cars beside me. This is my parking lot. Where is Remsen? Time bites my shoulder. I slap. Clasp my hands, breathe in amen. When I open, my eyes on the door, slide them to left hand. Inside, grown, grown, grown. Women, men, drivers, me, another small one. Where is uniform? Time kisses my other shoulder. I take his hand, fold my hand over green paper the driver scans. Time asks for a change. His hand caressing, my ear listens. The driver plays coin music, hand picks me as singer. Palms shake in harmony, the driver and me. I feel my shoulder, the time songs have been heard. He escapes me. The driver, women, men, and other small ones, grown, grown, grown at me. When I come home, I find my mother barrels over the distance she swam, across and away. I take a step, pulls her back, comes down in, and she would look at me with watery eyes. She told me, "This is how you guard the world. Believing the Lord is so deep you must come it." I took up this vow on one more side my peace between poetry, story and sea of wonderful, the space between laughter and a land that touched so fondly between the space of the world. And I did not understand these parables my mother spoke in. How foreign this thought, how she came to me. I couldn't see the space between. And I did not understand how to speak it. Who was she? Is she a woman who can speak to the water, part its waves to come forth, come out, come up from a land once familiar? How do I, as woman, speak to this woman, come forth, come out, come up from her land in a land unfamiliar? To her, I mean, unfamiliar. To me, I mean. Where are we? The ground and water that snow. The ground will be 150 to the line of the latest book in 2 weeks. Even though I am of this land, I exist in the in-between as well. I have often found it difficult to express this thought, land and land, while I wait and see. So in my worries, I look towards the sky and call upon those ancestors to teach me. Water and fire, the two elements that connect me to you. Before the blazing candle, I wondered, how do I become you so that we may see? Must I cross this ocean, submerged into the deep? Maybe my body, this vessel of water, and soak in the salts, so I may dissolve. Maybe then we will see. Or perhaps I walk into the fire, let my skin melt, flesh burning to ashes. Maybe then, maybe. Then, a voice landed in my ears. A hand walked across my tent. My feet carried my eyes down to prints, shadows, dark markings. Is this you?
Come see.
Is this you?
Come see.
I was submerged. I was burnt. My flesh, it felt your sound.
Come see.
Whose flesh is this? Is this flesh? Flesh. Whose? This is who?
Come to me.
Flesh. Who is? This flesh. Who? Is this flesh you?
Give me your tongue, and I will teach you how to speak. Open your heart, and I will share with you my testimonies. Come to me, child. Hand me your ears, and I will listen to you. Grant me the eternity of life through your breath. Come to me, child.
And this is how I found myself with glass, reflecting a mirror of worlds around me. The water, both solid and gas, evaporated my breath. The words on my chest came to me, waves of sound. I know you hear me.
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 I know you hear me. Be patient to the last. Romans, countrymen, lovers, hear before my cause, and be silent that you may hear. Censure me in your wisdom, and awake your senses that you may be the better judge. If there be anyone in this assembly, any dear friend of Caesar's, to him I say that Brutus's love to Caesar was no less than his. If then that friend demanded by Brutus rose against Caesar, this is my answer. Not that I love Caesar less, but that I love Rome more. Who is he so vile that will not love this country? If any speak for him on that offended, I pause for a reply. Then none have I offended thee. I love no more to Caesar than you shall do to Brutus. With this I depart, that as I slew my best lover for the good of Rome, I have the same dagger for myself, when it shall please my country to leave my death.
Wordsmith of life, My grandpa was Shakespeare's student, so he rose from his humble seat and approached the king, stripped him of his title, wrote it again on the crown of his head. He carried the weight of words.
On a blessed Tuesday morning, men gathered on a mountain to recite the words of Shakespeare. The sun covers them in a cool shine. The night glow. They twisted and turned in their beds, watching the moon disappear behind the clouds. The stars, they wished upon, until the light blended blue. They rose from their beds, knowing no difference between wake and dream. From villages down under, we heard our fellow men's whispers. Countrymen, brothers, hear before thy cause, and be silent that ye may hear. They were speaking the minds of Brutus, Cassius, Antony, Caesar was the tragedy of war. I was set outside to meet the sound of the clockwork. I followed the gaze of his voice and landed upon the echoes of my fellow men. Their whispers had descended into their throats, where their voice box shook in anticipation. By this time, everyone could feel the rumbling in the bushes. By this time, I knew Mars was ready to play. I would retrieve my royal lyric, listen to the dark-eared pages, and find the text which best suits my appetite for the morning.
Grandpa was captain of the sea, rider of waves, master of wind. One night, he caught sight of his reflection. My grandma keeps secrets in her bosom, earthly things, full of sweat, left behind tissue ducts, glands milking fruits of her labor. She hibernates underground, tucks in seeds, folds the dirt, says a bedtime story, language of earth. When I was younger, my mother fed me leaves when I was sick. They sat in a pool of brown liquid, and I watched my reflection as I sipped. Just drink, she would say, and I heard my grandmother. The leaves tasted neither good nor bad. It was the act of digesting that mattered more. He drank for cure, not for pleasure. At those ages of youth, when we are taught not to question the knowledge of the books, I swallowed my mother's words. I knew to drink bush tea when sick, but I never knew what bush was, how bush was, where bush was, why bush was, when bush was, who bush was, and I heard my grandmother. Picking, choosing, saving, all the remnants of her. Handling these leaves with pride of her labor. She birthed a race of healers who work for youth. Women learn ritual in circles. They come as shells, waiting to be opened wide.
Three hands with a touch, we remove them and bear them to cycle. We remove the cycle, these hands, this touch, and them.
Women speak in pairs. First they come shells, fold up, waiting, waiting, waiting.
We know when we get a gift, we know how to I carry weight, how much? You know.
I was unknowing at first, mistook the calm mind for child's play.
I learned to cook, try to love, talk with you. Because we're not remaining the veins on the earth, I had blisters from thorns of earth. I had blisters from thorns of earth. I had done some cutting punches. I had done some holding teeth. I told David Peck and my friends, I want you to leave. Do you know? Do you know how much weight I carry? With this way, I looked someone to you. Better done for mercy and body revenge. Watched as they wrapped their last one around my own. Finally, unwrapped you. But I decided to be your life. With this finger, I pump blood into the heart of another. I hear his pounding when he is not there. Beside me, the bed may be cold, but I keep warm in this room of fire. With this finger, I have the very power to leave. Each no I spoke to someone's disrespect became God's nest for our protection. This finger becomes danger, oxygen, and soreness in space.
I stared at my fingers, foreign subjects. As I recounted these tales for the short lips shared with me their testimonies, I couldn't help but feel disjointed from my sense of touch. I wasn't sure which stories I had most grasped of. Could I hold myself in this way through touch and body testimony?
Yes, you can. Tell us all. Yes, you can.
I was possessed by the male sex, taken, a part given away. I could not digest that word thrown at me. I was struggling to speak. I could not eat. To digest a man's sex, possessed, taken, apart, given away. I was.
No sense with judgment. As because of the plans of the woman's heart. Your hand is a reflection of the Spirit. Imagine walking the world in your head, something to read, dreaming and past memories. Do you know how much weight you carry? How heavy your head has become? You know the yellow passage was funny. Your hair is a reflection of your spirit. It is just a woman must cut their hair and the enjoy this one. You are on your way to death. Why have you put these braids for so long? I can smell them from the phone. You know what is the symbol of your beauty is the brown paper bubble. But eating as a child, why have you kept these in for so long? You are malnourished, with scalp, with splendor, with flesh, with skin, feel, and the smoke from the phone. It is easy to ignore that when it is really experiences. What do you mean? I mean, your hair is dying. You must know the stench. What do you mean? I mean, you kept these eggs for so long, tangled and stumbling and deep. I mean, what was eating as a child now is redundant with putting in them. I said, what was eating as a child? I said,
I was possessed by a man.
too.
I could not digest what happened to me, so instead,
It grew in my hair, rotted my scalp. The oils, butters, were of no use to a head and bone.
in one version of this story, Medusa was raped by Poseidon. She became known as a monster with a head full of snakes and eyes which threatened to change men's flesh to stone. Her throat was slit by the hands of a man, and her head was used as a weapon. The story of her rape became forever frozen in time, and her beauty forever unseen. Women speak in layers. First they come shell, cold spot, waiting, waiting, waiting. Then they open wide, 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 wide. grandma about God, she first spoke of herself at the bayside, washing her skin of the day's labor. The salt melted into her skin, and she became one with the ocean. She told me of the joy she found in waking up with the sun and basking in the heat waves that caressed her awake. She told me, "You cannot find love in a man if you don't find love in yourself. Come down to the beach and sit with me here in this water. Make yourself full." And I would go, sit and drink, my belly full of stories. Never take swimming lessons until to find a land. When they say there are only fish in the sea, they never mention how deep. So I asked how she found my grandpa. He found me when I wasn't looking. You see, men are always searching for themselves inside a woman. They do not know how to be single-minded. You, as a woman, must mind your own. Do not get caught up in a man's neck of whom at first and where at first he may outstride your pain. Do you want more of these knots in your head, child? Don't you want to grow your child? Come sit with me. Like water. There is a story of a lady told by Mary. Some call her Mom Black, some call her Quiet. Others know her as a mermaid, or Keisha Cole. Me, I know her as Weeping River. I don't have swim when I was 9 years old. I remember my mother giving me to the very one morning and told me to go. I was scared. I didn't know how deep. I didn't know how far. But I knew what lay before me. And my mother, and she wanted me there. Probably to come home. Without warning, my mother jumped my head, chest, and legs. I fought back. I pushed my arms against her stomach, cried out, and swallowed deep wells of the sea. I felt sick. I remember convulsing, turning inside out. I was life-threatening. My mother held me under until I could see and leave. I told you,
I felt bad. Very quiet. I don't know if it's I just
Canceled for last week. So
You just.
You have to do it.
I'm going to be standing on the meeting.
I'm literally about to write a garbage I'm going. I'm not get on the last week. If you need to do it, why are they doing that? There's no choice. They shouldn't have done that, but also,
I don't know, I don't know if we have duties and other people don't, but also like we had already split it up this way.
to yourself. So the social social, I don't know if you guys were at this, but we did that at the beginning. Brother said I have to try this. So what? So fucking I think they just need to go. I think it is. I think that's So like 4 years and
You love this. I wonder if Yeah, there was another thing. I was a national fan the first full run through. Yeah, that's the first thing. Oh, this is. Oh, yeah, yeah. And we usually do that like every 2 weeks to get ready to start. So we were like, oh, damn, okay. Really good job. Yeah. They look like cars.
Yeah, like little.
Yeah, it was different. I don't want to too.
Yeah.
They did look like What's up? How are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? I was like, yeah, exactly. I was like, you're supposed to be something this week. Because the lights on the turn on the too. But yeah. I did not expect the violent. And then making the beats the dance sequences, the back.
And like the different songs.
I don't even.
Yeah.
You know, social media. Oh yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, you're right. That's the only way to like put it down.
Oh, your sister? I will react.
Your parents.
Oh, whoa.
I just do like this. Where's your video? Oh, I didn't even see this. Oh, because I just posted it.
Reacting to my own
Most of y'all.
I miss you.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Have you done your period yet? Everybody's gonna I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil. I'm sorry. Yeah, I agree. That's half of the people first. Woo! Mother tongue.
get behind me. Say, get behind me. Listen. Listen to yourself. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. Though hosts should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise against me, in this I be confident. And now shall my head be lifted up above mine enemies round about me. Hear, O Lord, as I cry with my voice. Have mercy upon me and answer me. When thou saidst, seek ye my face, my heart said unto thee, thy face, Lord, will I seek. Even when things go over me, have not sat
face toward thee. Put not thy servants away in anger. Thou hast been my help. Leave me not, neither forsake me, O God of my salvation. And my father and my mother forsake me, and the Lord will take me up. It seems as if there are those who suffer from amnesia. Teach me always and lead me to place because of my enemies. Delivering the legal, it's an old tale they used to tell us when we were growing up. Beware any elderly woman who stops you on the road at night. If she opens her hands for money to not give, you risk the price of your life. Beware any elderly woman who comes knocking on your door at night for a place for you. She may appear homeless, but with you she wants to. True elders of the village choose you by summoning and long to warn us of for liberty. From them we learn to be the best of wonderful people and judge the spirit of age. There was a woman in my village who was white as chalk, pale as skin ash, eyes red like brimstone. You look in her eyes and you face, you see that's who you are. Well, I tell you are getting out of my house today, okay? As the old saying goes, if you heal the leg of a person, do not be surprised if they use it to run away. Rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Lord, you are my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. And whom shall I be afraid? The wicked, even my enemies and my foes, whom come of my flesh. Though a host should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though a war should rise against me, in this I am confident. And now shall my head be lifted up above my enemies round about me. Hear, O Lord, when I cry with my voice. Have mercy upon me and answer me. Now get out! Get out of my house! When I was a child, the
very responsive to me and nice with me. I had met there so real, I thought the feeling was with me at all times. She watched me as I said my prayers and closed my eyes to sleep. She lingered in my wardrobe as I came up close to her. I thought I felt her footsteps behind me as I walked up the stairs. But we don't know what she did. They told us that if we ever come upon the first road, that the reason is there and all come from there. By morning, the sun would show her face. Look at me. God, look at me. 6 months pregnant and chasing after Josie. Where has all this time gone? If you love me, God, I beg for peace. I live in nightmares that don't escape the day. I didn't come here to live in nightmares. I came here to live a dream. Every night, this thing comes up and leaves my skin ruffled. Every day, I worry about how to feed this child. The little sustenance I have is bleeding for me. Why, God? Why take life from she who is already lonely? Am I meant to die here? In my dreams? I didn't believe in anything until children in the village began to disappear. Like that. 1 child, 2 child, 3 child, after 1 child. We used to wonder, where are people? Where is Sherman? Where? They never told us, but we knew. The leaders came and took. I didn't believe them until I saw my brother's skin marked up to the green and blue and red, each form. Our mother was broken down in the red home, who used to sleep by her side, and our father was there to sleep on the floor, but this didn't stop the leaders. He came down sick and calmed him. We bring him to church. Pastor, pray over him. Sprinkle holy water. Listen. People tell us to go by the other woman. Mom doesn't believe in them. So, he's okay. I didn't believe in the leader until
My body is ruined. Just a little bruise. Does it hurt? Yes. But below the skin. You look better than you can see. I'm pregnant. You are a child. So you have a different glow. Why are you here? Why are you here? What are you? You are not real. You are someone I don't know. My body tells me. Every night I cannot sleep. What are you? Why are you here? You are not real. You are someone I don't know. How do I tell her that we are kept in the same room? I am rotten, and she cannot see beyond. Come, let me finish something. What are you? Why are you? I am not a what? I am a who? I come to you, Lord, for protection. Never let me be defeated. Hear me, save me now. Be my refuge to protect me, my defense to save me. Keep me safe from the trap that has been set for me. Shelter me from danger. Be mercy to me, Lord, for I am in trouble. My eyes are tired from so much crying. I am completely I am exhausted by sorrow, and weeping has shortened my life. I am weak from all my troubles, even my bones are wasting away. All my enemies, especially my neighbors, treat me with contempt. I hear many enemies whispering. Terror is all around. I am not your enemy, and I am not here to kill. But my trust is in you, Lord. You are my hope. You my voice in your camp. You'll save me from my enemies, even those who persecute me. You look. You. You are the descendant of my flesh. You are my skin on earth. I birthed you. You life me. You. I haunt you at night in this body because it is the only way to show you what is at stake for this child. You must know. No. I am bad enough. Rest yourself. No. Do you know the story of Felica? Felica was an old tale they used to tell us in the village growing up. When I was a child, the elders told us that the Felica took children who did not say their prayers. It haunted me and my siblings. I had nightmares so real. I thought Felica was with me at all times. She watched me as I said my prayers,
and closed my eyes to sleep. She lingered in my wardrobe as I pulled out clothes to wear. I thought I felt her footsteps behind me as I walked up the stairs. Believe me, a wicked woman. They told us that if we ever come upon one, we must throw salt so that the leader stands there all night, counting days. By morning, the sun was showing face.
Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you? You? No, you. You did? You? You did? You did? You did? You did? Did you? Did you see it? Say it! Say it! See? I look, but I feel, but I cannot see. And how did you? I was laying in this bed, sound asleep. Then I see a chunky and I screamed. I started reading the Psalms. I was asking God to save me from this hell. Nightmares and shadows, music and battle. Am I crazy? I kept thinking, I don't know what is real and what is not. I was pregnant too. There is something to remember and I cannot figure it out. But I know that something about my childhood. Oh, God. This feels like one of those dreams right now. Oh, yes! Psalms 27. Psalms 31.
So my princess remembers me. You be nice. You don't have to check me no more. What? You don't have a number?
Listen, don't do this number. I don't need numbers.
Alright. You wait. 2, 7, 3, 1.
Well, how many times is it?
How many times has it been?
I'm not keeping count.
Exactly. You not keep the count because you count the wrong numbers. Here. Why don't you count this number next time? You might play something slick. What else you want to draw? You know you don't get to come to.
For a number. Listen, hey, you told me.
and you still ain't win now. What you gonna play me, huh?
I don't want you on. I give it to you.
That's why you keep coming here, right?
Talk about where these different ideas come from.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
These things, all I wish for is a familiar voice. When I come to this chair, it makes no difference if it is the beginning of my day or the end of it. Both times, I feel a deep well of loneliness. Because I have no voice to call upon myself. Do you know how it feels? No one to knock at the doors of your ears to check and see if you're home. Only doors to check upon you. They may not even open because they don't understand this voice. When I came here, I expected so much more of myself. I expected much more of others too. But it came eventually. That's more. The status becomes my comfort and solace when I see no response. Even when I do get someone, my response are simultaneously numbers of cards. How foolish of me to think of this card as my friend. It just wants my money. I just want a familiar. Flavor on my soul. I just want to be free. I've given me this rest. Working the right way to sick with my soul. I want to be free. But here he is, standing at his old door. This is Agnes. I'm here. It's such a beautiful day outside. Why do you want to look? No. I need my puff. I need my puff. Do you remember the conversation we had last week? The doctor said, I know what the doctor said, and I said, I want my puff now. Have you been taking your bedtime pills? Good. It's so funny to figure out the size of it. Look at 1999 in big red font, and then include shipping and tax and tiny talking at the bottom. And below that they say, this discount only applies to members. Then in tiny talking below that, they'll say, membership costs $100 per month. What is this? Anyway, I'm going to count for you. Miss Beckett, finish talking to yourself. The publishing rules. You did not say it wrong. The word the word is back your mouth, young lady. Rude woman. My house. My houseway. And disrespecting me. This is my roof. My house. Mine. This coffee is cold. Mrs. Agnes, it is time to take your bath. like cleansing my soul of its sin. I wonder if this is my penance. Mrs. Agnew. I wonder what you're doing nowadays. Who can hold me familiar? Can't do my job if you refuse to get along with me.
I don't want you cleaning my nails.
They are too long.
I said I don't.
Everything is always coming. Why do you never say yes?
I am not your company.
Is it right company?
You are finished. Now, go clean up some food.
You speak to me like I'm a dog. Okay, so tired. Let me see. Good evening. I didn't expect to hear your voice so late. Me too. I just wanted to outlet. As always, I try my best. Yes, I keep myself the shield nagging, so I can't eat too much at a time. How late is it though? Hopefully I'm getting fresh. Well, sometimes they keep it up, but some people think she gotta give them blows. You know. So no. Drink hard, take it slowly, slowly. That's one of the Mary? I'm sure you got up here. Girl, they talk the talk, but they'll walk the walk. No, it's not for me, Shirley. Okay. 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 Yes. Yes. Hello? You trying to tell me?
Got it. Next.
Oh, excuse me?
I said you got it.
You're getting
my mother. I don't know why you check me for.
You can have something.
And I just said, you're not my mother. Listen, I got bigger dreams. Alright?
Oh, so that's what this is. Words up. Maybe it's supposed to be the other way around. My grandmother said to play numbers every time they come. I guess this time I didn't have blood come out of that. So is it foolish of me to believe in these numbers? As if my life depended on it? My grandmother got wicked. She and her husband. They gambled to their death, but I don't think I got that freedom to play with this American life. A one-way ticket to heaven or a one-way ticket to hell. I don't want to play for wrong man. Miss Agnes once told me that I'll be blaming people for her. But all I can imagine is that. Oh, it feels like me burning my hands over his body, always clean and always dirty and neat. I want to do more than scrape off the remains of someone's day or someone's life. I don't know where to look. I fear that I'll get old with more numbers to my name and nothing to count for.
I do not see the spirit. No more right. Otherwise, we're a shoe bag. You'll have to come and get it. Now, I have opened your souls. You can run, but you can't hide.
If I get my shoes back, will you be too?
That is a promise I will consider.
What can I do to get my shoes back?
Are you sure you want me to leave? Or do you just want your shoes back?
A spider? A spider, really? Oh, I want both.
Well, my hands are tied. It is either one or the other. I do not satisfy mutual inclusion.
I want you to leave.
Ah. Give me my shoes! Did you not realize when you told me to leave, your shoes were buttoned? Ah, you want to fight? Hmm? What is my name? Do you remember me?
You don't have any. You are a spider.
I'm Anansi, the spider, god of tricksters, and wisest of them all. When I spin my web, I spin them with my illustrious 8 fingers. Can I weave you a story? Trick! Question! A story for a little longer. Please, take your swords. You will need them, for your feet will come heavy. There is once a woman who was born on an island full of kayaks. They lived in the water. Their ground was the sand. Their sky was the water's blue. And their heaven was the sun's rays. The moon was their guiding light to the darkness which breathes beneath the soul. This woman, although she loved her kind, found herself dreaming of life beyond the water. She wanted to walk against it, feel it grace her skin, and choose not to dive in. She wanted to part the seas that be, create a new path of footsteps towards her destiny. So, one day, she woke up, went to her father's cave and spoke with him. Her father, who kept his chin in his beard, only nodded. So, she went to her mother's den and told her. Her mother, whose hair curved under her elbows, touched her tenderly and warned her of great troubles to come her way. Still, the woman persisted. She went to the border of Paris, where those who are curious about the world up above could apply for a foreign stamp on her chest. This way, Paris could always distinguish her as the one who goes. In confidence, she swelled her chest with pride, feeling that neither land nor luggage could ever take her away from home. She would always come back. As she soared across and above, she watched below, as those she knows created waves in the water. She was happy to know that her fellow colleagues would follow her to the border and grant her well on the border to God. So on she soared for days on end and beginning until she reached the concrete of the Yankees. She did not know what to do with this floor. This floor! How did she slam her feet down all day and not know how her feet melted into textures? How do they survive? She wondered. Do they know how it feels to be lightweight? It took her a while to adjust to the surface. Her feet were not accustomed to such ways of life. She wanted to slide. Wind down and around. She wanted to roll whole suns of her into the sun. But what she came to realize was that this sun shone different.
I think that I feel
Well, I am the nicest.
Mostly, that's who you are. Mostly stories. I remember.
You remember me.
I do remember.
Do you remember how to greet me?
This stamp does not define my knowledge. I know where it comes from.
Do you understand what you must do?
Such as,
You may talk the talk, but you are not walking the walk. Those souls in your feet carry more than just the present. They carry the past as well. You must choose wisely. Who will feel them?
choose wisely who will fill them. I must choose. Who? Nancy! Nancy! I am pregnant. What is going on?
So what do you want? So did you want to walk? You're gonna tell me who knocked you up? Oh, it's not like, okay, yeah.
No, for real. No. God, no.
So nobody knocked you up, but you're pregnant.
Yes.
So if I go to the bar and ask for when you see nobody, tell them to stop by me. I have a question for them. You sure you don't want to leave me today?
No? Maybe. You? I don't think so.
So what you feeling?
Pregnant.
But you said nobody.
Hey, what's that?
Who's the baby's father? Jesus? Joseph? Judas? Did you fuck with her? Immaculate conception, little baby, all that kind of joke about playing no games with me, but want to play my numbers at my washing machine? Well, I told you you're going to win that anything around here. Why don't you go home and figure out who got you up? It's a fun down here after you fulfill out your dreams. Why don't you go figure yourself out, huh? Shit! Got me fucked up. Shit! We got playing shit over there trying to find some nigga called Melody. What the fuck is it going? You know what shit over there? I'm about to go Christian!
Hi, it's your turn. You can have the phone for my please. There you go. You can have the phone for Well, I have something to tell you. You know, it makes sense, okay? But listen, I'm pregnant. No, not yet. You were your wife. It was a dream I had. No, like a real dream. So real, I feel it in my life. What do you think about that? What do you mean, girl? Yes, it was real. Like I woke up and my legs were down. Girl, nothing is real. I'm serious. Yes, Karen, you so. Yeah, you can turn me whenever you want. Pray for courage to make conversation and the ability to rest in a perfect peace, knowing that in your strength I am doing my best. I pray for the health and strength of the life yet unborn world inside of me. I have faith in you to bring me a new kind of love. Thank you for being my peace and restoring my purpose and life. I love you, Lord. Thank you. I will. Okay. Bye. The dream I had before showed me that I was pregnant too. And I didn't believe it because I took forever. But I was looking at the sky. I couldn't see clearly. She was more than her. She was telling me stories that I wish I could have done. But that's big. Please watch over me so I don't fall.
You don't look good today. You don't.
Hello. Yes, I'm speaking to you and listening.
It must be hard to you.
I
said you don't look good today.
I know.
So, what is going on?
This lady always comes more than I do. Why can't I sit inside? She always finds a problem. I am waiting for you. I want to be free from this laser. Cleaning this woman makes me sick. I have had it this year. You cannot care for me, and that is all I do for you. I do not want to care for you anymore. I do not want you, Mrs. Agnes. Do you ever think about how I feel? As your caretaker, how much I sacrifice for you, to feed you, clean you. Do Do you remember me? No. I don't know. No, I am here. This is Miss Agnes' apartment. You are Miss Agnes? You are Mrs. Agnes. No, you are Mrs. Agnes. I'm in this room. I feed you. I clean you. I remember Mrs. Agnes. Mrs. Agnes, tell me this is you. Yes, ma'am. This is the story. The leader. She who sucked life from you. You are the descendant of my flesh, my spirit on earth. But you have failed to see me. I have come in this body in hope that you may remember. You must know that I come in no harm. The living room is an old tale. They used to tell us in the village growing up. When I was a child, Elmer told us that the living room took children who did not say their prayers. They haunted me and my siblings. I had nightmares so real. I felt the living room was with me all the time. The living room was a wicked room. I didn't believe in anything until I saw you care for me, cling to me, regardless of how I treat you. You are the reason why I can see myself. I didn't know I was so miserable and mean-spirited, wicked and ungrateful. Yeah. I am sorry. Are you? Really? Is that sorry? In flesh, yes. In spirit, no. I am your ancestor. Before you there was me, and I have come in this body, a result of my penance that has become your of being your flesh. You look. You saw me, and because of that, you have broken the spell on this flesh of your lineage. You couldn't recognize that I was a leader because you didn't remember. You didn't know how to respond to me being nasty to you because you didn't remember. You didn't remember to throw salt, rice,
any form of grain at my doorstep, I dreamed you came to me. You came to me repeatedly. You begged me and sucked my blood. I was only showing you my true self. But you couldn't see that I was not haunting you. I was coming to you for pity, to save my soul, to save yours, and the souls to follow.
That is why I say, the souls in your feet carry more than just your present. They carry your past as well.
This is why you must remember. For the sake of this child, you must. So I am ready. You know,
Already
you are.
ready.
Cast down
This legacy.
the soul.
Come listen to your Nancy's story. This woman
She who goes.
came here on a one-way ticket for the American dream.
She brought her luggage behind her feet, carried her soul to not be followed.
She brought the salt on her tongue, licked her lips dry of Kayak's water.
She always found herself thirsty, watched for another land.
So, she gave her tongue a new language.
Motherhood.
She came to embody the land and the sea.
Her offspring flowing in the waves between her known and unknown. The land she came from and the land she came to
A
be.
reflection of the ones who stood before her.
Down under.
The mother of time.
As my mother's hands grew weary, I began to fold mine into hers. I counted the wrinkles on her skin, each piece a part of the waves beside me. I do not know when I became this woman, when my hands took the text of her scalp and read her life back to her. I do not know when I became the keeper of her history. All I know is that after she rested her palms in her lap, after she walked her legs to a resting place, I found myself watching her in the mirror.
This is how time put over people. When you wade in the water so deep, you must find ways to it. My child, do you see the sea in the air? Do you see? This is you.
I found myself with flags, reflecting a mirror of world surrounding me.